Hello, and thank you for joining us as we provide an overview of the Regional Transportation Plan update for 2023. Currently, the Regional Transportation Plan has been reviewed and conditionally approved by the North Country Transportation Advisory Committee, or TAC, and has been submitted to you for review and final approval. In this presentation, we will provide an overview of the updated Regional Transportation Plan, or RTP. We will describe and provide details on the different sections of the RTP and note significant changes over previous drafts and versions. Some general information to know is that this plan started development in 2019 and has gone through multiple design changes over time. Overall, this plan was designed around being a resource for residents, local officials, staff, and other stakeholders. North Country Council staff also plan to regularly update the RTP to ensure the information is accurate and relevant. To start things off, the Introduction and Purpose section presents the framing of the RTP with corridors. We define corridors as regionally significant routes defined by one or more mode of transportation connecting communities, counties, and regions. North Country Council staff identified 14 corridors throughout the North Country, with almost every community located along a corridor. Some might ask, what are our corridors? Well, they include routes such as New Hampshire Route 16 that goes from Albany to Wentworth's location, New Hampshire Route 26 from Colebrook to Cambridge, US Route 2, US Route 3, and others throughout the region. The introduction section also contains information on our regional context, which goes over the history of the region and how it developed around its transportation network. The opening segments also contain information about the plan's public engagement process, which involved a survey, community meetings, and an online asset map, as well as a section on how to use this plan that includes information for board and committee members, local officials, and the general public. The vision contains what the region's transportation network will look like in the future. The vision statements include the North Country will be a destination for current residents, visitors, and those seeking new opportunities. Our communities will have thriving town centers and downtowns. Residents and visitors will have access to a variety of transportation and transit options to move about the region, and the transportation network will be well maintained and efficiently move people and goods throughout the region. The goals and objectives presented in the RTP are meant to work to achieve the regional vision statements. The goals are organized under 5 focus areas, including safety, accessibility, environment, economy, and collaboration. Safety goals are about improving the mobility, safety, and accessibility for all users and modes of travel, and preserving, maintaining, and improving the existing transportation system. Accessibility goals are about creating a transportation system that provides residents and visitors of all ages and abilities access to housing, employment, recreation, amenities, and services. Accessibility goal is also about incorporating accessibility requirements and considerations into regional projects and developments. And the environmental goal is about conserving open space and traditional land uses, connecting transportation decisions with land use decisions, and protecting the natural resources in rural and wild natural environment of the region. The economic goal is about developing our town and village centers as destinations to live, work, and play. It's about creating and maintaining a resilient regional economy and encouraging a mixture of housing types to meet the demand of all market sectors. The goal for collaboration is to increase connectedness with partners and stakeholders at the local, regional, state, and federal level to enhance transportation project planning and implementation outcomes. Collaboration enhances the outcomes of the other goals by strengthening connections between organizations, agencies, communities, and stakeholder groups throughout the region. The RTP presents a number of challenges facing our transportation network, as well as opportunities that can be used to support and improve the network. Challenges include the rising cost of infrastructure, condition of our regional infrastructure, climate change impacts, workforce challenges, and our rural character. Opportunities for the region include the recreation economy, our historic town centers, and new emerging data collection and mapping tools that assist with transportation planning activities, and new federal and state funding sources to support planning and implementation of transportation projects. We have also identified our rural character as an opportunity due to our proximity to nature, solitude, outdoor activities, as well as historic transportation infrastructure that has been reused for new uses. We have prepared an individual data sheet for each identified corridor in the region. The sheets contain helpful information such as census data, assets such as attractions, historic areas, and infrastructure, as well as major connections along with traffic volumes at important junctions. The sheets also have a corridor map and a list of important current and identified projects, as well as needs along the route. We plan to continue to improve these data sheets in the future, making them useful and relevant resources for our communities. We anticipate connecting with communities to discuss assets and other information along the corridors. The RTP also contains a copy of the Regional Transportation Improvement Program, or RTIP. The RTIP is updated every 2 years and coincides with the statewide 10-year plan process. The RTIP consists of regionally significant programmed and proposed transportation projects for the region. Projects on the RTIP have been programmed through the 10-year plan funding, as well as other sources such as the State Aid Bridge Program. In the appendices, you will find additional information and data, including some important federal transportation laws, responses to surveys, transportation planning acronyms, supporting documents and plans from the region and across the state, as well as links to data and mapping resources. So what is next? It is our goal to have the 2023 RTP approved at the June 21st North Country Council Commission meeting. Following this meeting, we will go into a continuous update starting with the corridor data sheets and maps. Thank you for listening, and please let us know if you have any questions about the updated regional transportation plan.